Well, good morning, good day to everyone. Today is a cold day here, rainy, and we'll talk about the OpenSIPS Certified Professional Program. So, for those interested, uh, I'll present the 7 W's of the OpenSIPS Certified Professional. 7 W's is a good way to present something. It's about the where, what, when. So let's start slowly. There's more people coming. So let's start from the beginning. The 7 W's. The idea of the 7 W's is to show you the overview of the program and mainly to wait for your questions. And funny here, in 15 minutes, in 30 minutes or less. So it won't be a long presentation today. So let's start. I always love to start on time. So 7 W's: what, who, where, when, why, how, and how much. So this is everything we need to know about something. So let's start. So what? OpenSIPS Certified Professional, or OCP, is a technical certification offered by the OpenSIPS project. The OCP were established to help the market to distinguish the best professionals using SIP and OpenSIPS. There's something important in terms of those companies and most consultants in the world. We need to show that we know something. So certification programs have a lot of value for these professionals and also for the companies. Companies want to know, okay, I can send someone to the training, but does this trainer learn something that could be proved? So the idea of the OpenSIPS Certified Professional was to give a different certification, a tough certification for people who want to show their proficiency on OpenSIPS. So that was the basic idea when we have created. So it's a good benefit for the companies to know who is skilled on OpenSIPS. Isn't a great benefit for the student that can show his skills to an employer. Who? OpenSIPS is an open source project used by thousands of companies around the world. So most of the big cloud providers in the world right now use OpenSIPS. Right? I can't mention some of them, but some of the biggest. Being certified by the OpenSIPS project can enhance your chances to be recognized in this market. So that's the whole idea of the OpenSIPS certification. It's a huge market. It's a market of thousands of companies, mainly in these days doing unified communication as a service, SIP trunking, contact center as a service, everything that uses SIP. In many cases, use OpenSIPS. The whole mobile industry is moving to voice over LTE, is moving to use SIP as the main communication system for voice. Where? The OpenSIPS certification test is taken online. It's a practical project delivered in a real data center with real IP address. It lasts 4 hours. I'm trying to reduce a little bit the time. The last one we had 8 hours. It's done remotely with the supervision of a proctor. You need to have a webcam, and the test is held in a web conference. So we start a web conference. I'll give the students a server in a data center. In this data center, they will have a valid IP address, and they will be provided a practical project. So build a service provider or build a PBX according to these specifications. This is basically what is the test for the certification, right? So that's how the OpenSIPS certification works. So it's taken online. It's completely online. We don't have a place to take the test. Next, when? The next edition will be in June 18, 2021. So the next test is more or less in 1 month, 2 months. No, 1.5 months, right? So the boot camp ends on May 15 and May 28, and the test will be available on June 18. So that's the whole idea, right? So the next edition will be in June 18. Why to take the test? I'll use some slides from CompTIA just to show you why people take tests. 91% of the employers believe IT certifications play a key role in the hiring process. So the main reasons are: it helps employers to fill open positions. Most companies have IT staff that hold certifications. Certified IT pros make great employees. IT certifications are growing in importance. There's a research from CompTIA showing that from 2004 to 2014, when they did the test, it increased from 60% to almost 92% the importance of IT certifications in large companies. And training alone is not enough, because if you do only the training, and usually you don't learn as much as when you go to the test. I remember when I was doing lots of certification tests, I remember then just after making the training, I was able to make 60%, 50 to 60% in a test. And after studying for the certification, we usually move to 90% to 95% of the knowledge. So tests help you to learn. So that's the basic idea of the OpenSIPS certified test, right? So these are the main benefits for the IT certification. How to become an OCP? There are actually three requisites. The first one is to complete the OpenSIPS bootcamp, right? So we have this here bootcamp online, and so why we are requiring to complete the bootcamp? Because we need to know a little more of the person that we are going to provide the certificate. So if they complete the training and complete the test, we have a lot more assurance that this person is prepared for OpenSIPS. So that's the whole idea. And the second, pass the OCP practical test, right? You can subscribe at, for now, send me an email at flavio@opensips.org. I can put on the live. And I'll send you the form to subscribe. How much? The cost of the test is $250. A free retake is accepted one time when available again. We usually do once per year. There was a year that we have made twice per year, because there is only usually one or two boot camps. Depending on the number of boot camps, we can have one or two dates for testing. Usually when we have a lot of people for retakes, we take another test as soon as possible for these people. Okay, so this is how much it costs. Questions? So this was really quick. So let me go back and review. So 7Ws. What? OpenSIPS Certified Professional was created for the recognition of the professionals and to help the industry to hire the best professionals. Who? OpenSIPS is an open source project in use by thousands of cloud providers in the world for SIP, and mobile companies and telecom companies. Where? Certification test is taken online in a real data center, so it's a real test, it's a practical test. No ABC questions. The next date will be June 18. There are many benefits for people certified, so we think it's really worth to get the certification. Requirements to complete the OpenSIPS bootcamp and to pass the OCP practical test. How much? $250. And questions and answers. Now I'm in the chat. I can answer your questions regarding the OpenSIPS certified professional. The content of the OpenSIPS certified certification is exactly the same content as the bootcamp. So if you look at the page of the bootcamp, let me grab it here for you. OpenSIPS bootcamp 2021. Okay, so this is the page for the bootcamp this year. And the content is exactly the same. So the content is, let me schedule, here. So Monday, installation of the client's scripting language, code practice, routing blocks, script syntax, routing and transaction handling, running the default script, database integration, clustering, PSTN connectivity directly, and PSTN connectivity using dynamic routing and dial plan, accounting and CDRs, net traversal, PSTN part 2 is the dynamic routing module and dial plan, and finally net traversal and troubleshooting. So these are the main topics of the bootcamp. So let's go back to some questions and answers. Well, do you have access to the chat? So if you want to make a question, this is the time. I will wait a little more. I know there is a delay between the time I speak and the time you receive the transmission. You are shy today. Either I did a very nice presentation, either nobody understood what I have told. Now, all clear. Okay, thanks, Tommaso. Thanks so much for the feedback. Well, this ends our our transmission today. As I said, it was quick. Okay. What's the deadline to apply for a certification exam? The next exam is June 18. You can schedule even 1 day before. There's no problem. The test will be more or less the same, and I just have to provision another server for you. So the deadline, if the next test is June 18, the deadline is June 17. I could have started my camera for you, but unfortunately, when I did the last time, it froze the transmission, so I will not try. Okay, guys, so I will end the transmission and the live. Thank you so much for participating. If you have any questions, send me at flavio@opensips.org. I'll be glad to assist you and answer your questions. Thank you.